And also, this is how you make a proper latte.
And that was Lala's big thing during the reunion was, I'm growing a person. How do we look? Is this fine? Do I want hoop earrings? Yes. Do I have time? No. Well, hello, I'm Erica. I am Odd. I am running not late, but later than I want to be. How does that look? Fine? Are we cute? Are we good? Okay. I'm going to see my best friend. I'm actually going to do her hair for her brother-in-law's wedding. So we're gonna grab some lunch first before. I'm so excited to see her. I need to clean up my car a little bit too, but I want to make a coffee before I go, obviously. I've been up since 5. I haven't had one yet. And the reason I haven't had a coffee was I wanted to share this with you guys. It finally happened, you guys. So if you guys watch my YouTube shorts or like any of my TikToks, you see when I make my lattes that I pour my espresso directly over the ice. Now, every barista, myself included, will tell you not to do this when you're serving to other people, obviously, because it can shock the espresso. Now, the reason you see me doing it for my coffee is because I didn't care. I didn't taste if it made it bitter or made it off or anything like that. But when I would make coffee for my friends, or like, I've worked a lot of different service jobs in the food industry, and a lot of them did involve making coffee, lattes, espresso, what have you. But as we know, this past year I've been taking a lot of barista courses and educating myself really on coffee, and I knew about the shock, so I want to be so clear. I have never served someone else espresso that was poured directly over ice. I've always made it the proper way that I'm about to show you. So now I'm making the public announcement that yes, I've never made an iced latte or anything like this for someone else. I've never served a customer, a friend, a family member, that type of coffee. I would never do that, because just because I don't taste the shock doesn't mean that they wouldn't, and I can understand that. But it did finally happen. I did finally taste the shock in the espressos. I don't know if I've ever showed you the actual like proper way to make an iced latte, but this is it, and you're gonna be seeing it in my shorts from now on. But I also want to show you how I make my coffee shorts, because I feel like people think it's more complicated than it is. So this is my second tripod. I have the orange one that you guys are currently on. And then I have this one. I like the orange one because it has the individual clicks and sort of is more stable for my camera. This middle joint doesn't really work anymore on this. No big deal though, because it just holds my phone. But this is how I do it. So I take my MagSafe pop socket off. I also got a new phone case. Look how cute. And this is essentially the setup. I move it over here so that I don't have a shadow. I'll obviously crop and reframe later because I don't ever have the sink in it and stuff like that. So this is how I made my shorts, which you're gonna see me do. And also, this is how you make a proper latte. Espresso container, always on the top so that I don't lose it. And then I usually put my portafilter on top of the lid, and I know exactly how many ounces of capacity that this scooper has. That's the thing, if you don't have a grinder that automatically dispenses the amount that you need in your portafilter, I mean it varies for some people, but it's usually 18 grams for most espresso machines. You can get a scooper that holds that exact capacity. You know that you really have it. Again, I'm not serving this to anyone but me, so I'm not super meticulous about this. If I was serving my espresso to a customer or somebody else, I would be very meticulous about it. Or it's sort of like how on the show The Bear, Jeremy Allen White's character is a chef, and he's like so ridiculously like meticulous about what he serves his customers, but then he goes home and he makes himself like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and has his bag of Doritos. It's similar vibes, you know what I mean? And then we get this right under there, looking all cute. Double shot, always double shot. You will never find my lattes without a double shot. So now we have our cup. I think I want to do a pistachio latte. I love pistachio lattes, so I only do 2 pumps of this. And it's not that much for pistachio. And you want to know what? Your syrups are going to vary, okay? It's just how it goes. So then you get your espresso and then you quickly pour it in. And then I sort of let it immerse itself with the syrup and melt into it. All of those flavors. You can let your espresso rest, and you should let it rest for a little bit. I know that everybody talks about the life of an espresso shot, and everybody's like, it's 30 seconds or less. Fast food coffee chains are teaching you that so that when it doesn't taste good, they have an excuse. It's the same people that would serve shocked espresso. They're fine serving shocked espresso, not me, sis. And I don't want you to have shocked espresso at home anymore either. Now that that's sort of emulsified and together, what a great shot we pulled, you guys. Take your milk of choice. I like almond, and you pour in, you get your ice. And what this does too, because you have your refrigerated milk, because it's not frozen, it doesn't shock it, it gradually brings the espresso up to temperature. So then, by taking your ice and slowly adding it, I fill it pretty much to the brim with ice. And that's how I do serve lattes to people, because I've had a latte made the proper way like this, but they only put like 4 cubes in there, 4 teeny tiny cubes, and I was like, what are you serving me? Because this is tepid coffee. We don't do tepid coffee in this house. You let it sit there and you let it chill phenomenal. Okay, I gotta clean out my car. I'll see you guys in the car and then we're going on a road trip, baby. Okay, make sure I'm in focus this time because for the last vlog, my steering wheel was in focus and not me, so. Sorry, Nirvana's blasting, as it should. But I wanted to just like take this road trip with you guys because I'm gonna do a lot of driving today and I need somebody to yap to, so it's gonna be you. God, dude, I can't believe I was serving myself that much shocked espresso and just wasn't tasting it. I think it's sort of like because I've been going to a lot of like coffee tastings lately and I've been going to cafes left and right as we see. And I think that just like, I've been trying a bunch of different brands, all this stuff, and I think that like all of that really caused me to, I don't need sunglasses on, it is so overcast, what am I doing? Really caused me to be able to taste the difference of a shocked espresso and quality made, not shocked espresso. By the way, I know that it's espresso. If you hear me say espresso, it's on accident. I had a speech impediment as a kid, leave me alone. But it is so tasty now. Welcome back. I just stopped for gas because I forgot to get f***ing gas before I left, and thank God I remembered in the most expensive part of town when I was super low on gas, but this Lifetime Fitness went up quick. I worked for a company that we will call Lala Fitness, which also now doesn't kind of work because of Lala Kent, and I'm very mad at her. Oh my God, yes, wait, no. Scratch everything. Now that I said Lala, it reminded me that I wanted to talk about the new season of Vanderpump Rules now that it's over. Spoilers! And also, like, it's reality TV, so a lot of it's kind of already spoiled in real life anyways. But Lala was shady. Here's the thing that annoys me about Lala and Sheena, and I was rewatching the seasons because I wanted to confirm to myself. I think that Lala really went into season 10 with, like, her scandal with Randall. And again, all of this, just my opinion. Just my humble opinion as a viewer, and should not be taken as fact and any other else that someone of a legal stature would try and put on me. It's just my opinion of observing the show. I really feel like Lala went into season 10 with the whole Randall scandal, which obviously you don't want to have that be your baby daddy, and I think that was genuine of like the embarrassment and the hurt that she felt and getting cheated on and all of that. It was just disgusting. He was a disgusting human being, and I'm not saying that she like wanted any of that to happen to her at all, but I think that she went into season 10 being like, her drama is gonna be, everybody has their season, right? Their season of it's mostly their drama. There's drama with everybody all around, but like with the earlier seasons, one season was Brittany's drama season, and then the next season was Jax's drama season, and then it was Stassi's drama season and stuff like that, where their drama is the main focus. I think that she went into season 10 like it's gonna be all about Lala, give them Lala, blah blah blah, and then Scandival happened, and I think that it really her off, and she like overcorrected in season 11, and I think those producers were in her ear like, you know, if Ariana and Tom don't film together, the season's not gonna do as well, and this and this and that, they need to be seen together, they need to interact, this is what the audience wants. If you don't get them to talk, you don't get a paycheck. I think they told that to Lala, and I think Sheena is just full of herself. I think she's always been full of herself. Like, for your best friend, or somebody that you call one of your best friends, to go through something so horrible as Ariana went through. For Ariana, by the way, they could never make me hate her. She took this horribly embarrassing thing that happened to her, and this devastating thing that happened to her, and she's like, you want to know what? I'm not going to sit here and feel sorry for myself. I'm not going to sit here and look like a clown or anything else that these people are going to try and make me look like. I'm gonna turn this into the year of getting my bag, setting every boundary in the book, regardless of reality TV or not. These are my boundaries. I don't care who you are. You're not gonna cross the line with them. And she got her part in Chicago. She got Dancing with the Stars. And like, I think it definitely was Ariana throwing herself into her work, because I do the same thing when I go through something insane. So like that, we know that I have trauma. But like when I go through something insane, I'm like, let me just work. Let me work. Let me put this energy into something that's gonna benefit me completely and just make this bag. And she did that same thing. And here's the thing. Lala and Sheena didn't seem to care when they were getting Uber commercials with Ariana. They didn't seem to care when it made Sheena's subpar song Good as Gold be a part of an Uber Eats commercial. I think it was Uber Eats, or was it DoorDash? I don't know, something with food. They were all singing and it was so great. Is this a Flight for Life? Or do they have a spotlight on? Sorry, we have people, this is gonna sound so snobby. We're in a very rich neighborhood right now. It's a personal plane. Personal plane has a reflector on it, and it was looking like a Flight for Life for a minute, but it's not. It's just somebody with too much money. I don't care how rich I get, you're not getting me to fly a plane. you. Back to Sheena and Lala. They didn't seem to care when it was all benefiting them, and it's funny how every single opportunity that Ariana gets was suddenly Sheena's dream. Has Sheena ever actually stated what her dream is? Because I feel like her dream was just to be famous, and now she has it. She has that dream. And then same with Lala. If you have to depend on your friend, someone who you call one of your best friends and family, if you have to depend on them having a mental breakdown and having to mentally deteriorate themselves by talking and being in the same room with their ex that not only emotionally hurt them, but put their health in danger by how much he was cheating. If that's what you need to depend on to make your bag, you need to get a different fucking skill set. You need to get it together. You need to get a skill, you need to get a trade, you need to get a degree, you need to do something to make you money that doesn't depend on your friend being emotionally, physically, and mentally and spiritually destroyed. That's disgusting. That could never be me. It made me so sick because I'm somebody who I want to see my friends win. It just made me so angry because there's so, like, I have former friends that the moment I was like, no, I have to do this for me. You have to be an adult and take care of this yourself. It immediately flips the script. I can't be around people that aren't self-sufficient. And I just can't be around those type of people that are like, well, my friend is successful. They're the reason that I'm not successful because they're taking all the success. There's plenty of success in the world. You just gotta work for it. And you know what? Sometimes it doesn't work, and that's okay, but don't look at your friend who did have something work out in jealousy and go, you don't deserve that. I've never met somebody that gets cheated on and they become God. That pissed me off. And that was Lala's big thing during the reunion was, I'm growing a person, which was a choice. You paid for a donor and got pregnant on your own. This is actively a choice. Sit down. You know what I mean? Oh, it's so annoying. It was such a packed reunion. And my favorite part, the cherry on top for me, because Lala talking about how business is so important and don't ever talk about her business and making money is so important. Meanwhile, bashing their friend's sandwich shop. My favorite thing in the entire world was when they had them cheers with their sandwiches. Holy shit. I understand that Lala didn't eat it because being pregnant, there actually are a lot of restrictions on like cheeses and meats. So I totally get why she didn't buy the sandwich because you never know. But I love that they toasted with something about her sandwiches. It is my favorite thing. Jesus! But anyways, that sandwich toast, best thing in the entire world. Just want to close this vlog out because it's been a very long day. It's like 5 p.m. now. Had a fantastic time with my best friend, obviously. I wanted to tell you guys about this wedding venue to close this vlog out. It was the cutest wedding venue. So it was like this little winery place that has like an attached venue. And they had these Airstreams that were seafoam green. And then like another regular Airstream. And then a seafoam green, like old Chevy. It was the cutest little setting. They had these rustic Edison lights hanging everywhere. And then you went inside the wedding venue because it's raining right now. I don't know if you can tell, but it is. The wedding was supposed to be outside. I don't know if it's still going to be outside, but they do have an indoor venue that's for the reception that they'll just have the wedding in if it comes down to it. Inside, a ton of motorcycles lining the entire venue wall. Oh, it was just gorgeous. It was like such a cute little picturesque wedding if you wanted more of a rustic feel without it being like too country. Just very vintage, very much my vibe. I love vintage trailers. I think we can tell that I like love vintage everything, and I love thrifting, I love vintage as well as modern style, but still I'm like such a 70s and 60s girl. That is so the decades that I just love, and it was just so beautiful. So I can't wait to get photos later. I told my friend, I'm like, hey, take photos later because I want to see like her dress and everything because I didn't get to see the bride before, but that's fine. The bride doesn't know me, so it's not that strange, but I just wanted to tell you guys about that venue before I end the vlog. I've been yapping for long enough, but thank you for coming along with me on this little road trip. I do hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Please be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.